Welcome to Wirral. The Wirral Peninsula is around 6 miles wide and 12 miles long and is home to around 330,000 people. With 5 nature reserves, Britain's longest promenade and the most Grade 2 listed buildings of anywhere outside London, Wirral is a lovely place to live. Even New York's Central Park was copied from Birkenhead Park. Wirral has lower ethnic diversity than any other parts of the Northwest, though there are remarkable differences in standards of living. In the past year, most properties sold in Birkenhead were flats selling for around £60,000. The average price of properties sold in the beautiful village of Caldy was just under £1 million. People living in the more densely populated east of Wirral will, on average, have a life expectancy 10 years lower than those living just 6 miles to the west. There are reported to be 50 towns and villages on the peninsula, though few have credible ongoing evangelical witness to Christ. The Wirral Gospel Partnership is a group of Anglican and independent churches working together for gospel growth across Wirral. There is much work to be done. In particular, there is a need to reach further into the more densely populated areas.
Hello, I'm Darren Jones. I'm the pastor of Bromborough Evangelical Church, and for the past few years I've been chair of the Wirral Gospel Partnership. Now, the Wirral Gospel Partnership was formed in 2010 when Wirral's Northwest Gospel Partnership churches came together to host the Passion for Life mission event with Rico Tice.
Hello, I'm Rico Tice, and it was a great joy to be your speaker in 2010. We met at the Leverhulme Hotel in Port Sunlight in the evenings and conducted a number of outreach events at several churches in the Wirral during the days. It's hard to believe it's 10 years has passed since then, but I remember with real humility the number of people that were in the hotel each evening. It was great to be with you sharing the gospel.
Hello, I'm Roger Wiles and I'm the vicar of Holy Trinity Church in Spittal on the Wirral. We are a founding member of the Wirral Gospel Partnership, and it's been a great joy to be part of that partnership over the years. The Gospel Partnership grew out of the Passion for Life mission, and it was felt by those of us who cooperated in that mission that we'd benefit from like-minded churches working together in mission, outreach and training, and that has truly been the case in the last decade. We've held numerous events together, ranging from John Wyatt coming to speak on medical ethics regards the beginning and end of life, to sports people like Debbie Flood coming to share her Christian faith, to local people sharing their stories of conversion and their struggles as Christians. We've also held training events ranging from equipping people for evangelism to training them for everyday church involvements. Of course, we've also cooperated in holding larger mission events, and we look forward to our next one in 2022. The great joy has been to have churches of differing sizes working together to do things that they couldn't do on their own. Among one of the truly uplifting things that we've managed to do together is to hold joint prayer breakfasts twice a year, one before Christmas and one before Easter. And the encouragement of having people from different church families throughout the Wirral coming together to pray is enormous. We are, of course, praying that we will all see the end of this pandemic in 2021 and that we'll be freed again to work together for the spread of the gospel of Jesus. We have hosted numerous gospel partnership events at Holy Trinity, and we pray that we'll be able to hold many more in the future. Here are just some photos of our church here at Holy Trinity. God bless you.
My name's Nathan, and I'm one of the elders here at Open Evangelical Church in Wallasey. We've been meeting this building for around 90 years now. Before then, we were meeting a little bit down the road in Wallasey. But we're a growing church. We're a very family-orientated church. And we joined the Wirral Gospel Partnership about a year ago, and we want to see the gospel go forward on the Wirral. And we want to do that in partnership with other churches. We believe that is the best way and the only way that God is going to do that. And being part of Wirral Gospel Partnership has been a great benefit for me, especially in the last year. Being able to ask other leaders and meet with other leaders, whether it be on Zoom, to pray, and really to share some of the burdens that we've all been sharing. And next year we're really believing that God is going to do some amazing things.
Hi, I'm James Terry, Vicar of St Catherine's Church, Tranmere, here in the Wirral. And over the last few years, it's been a great privilege to be involved in the Wirral Gospel Partnership. And together we've been part of a team putting on missions and evangelistic events. St Catherine's is a small church, so by ourselves we may not be able to put on such events. But by working together, sharing others' resources, we've been able to do so. And St Catherine's has been lovely to co-host some of these events. So a few years ago, we had Roger Carswell come for the Passion for Life mission. And then we've had Debbie Flood, former Olympic rower, Bill Bygraves, a Liverpool chaplain, Fiona Bruce, MP, and they've come here to St Catherine's and shared their faith and their life story. And it's been lovely having this church full of people from across the world, many non-Christians, hearing the good news of Jesus Christ. It's also been great to be involved in ministers' meetings and to be able together to plan and pray and to encourage each other in gospel ministry.
All of that takes some organising, of course, and we aim to spread the workload according to skills and availability over time. So our main committee meet 5 or 6 times a year to pray and to plan ahead, and then each event is brought together by various subgroups, some of which keep running on a rolling calendar and others exist for just a single event and then naturally close down. So our events are aimed at providing evangelistic skills and tools and opportunities to individual Christians in their own personal witness and mission. We want to equip them and inform them about the hot topics of the day. Having said all that, of course, the pandemic has rather smashed our rolling calendar right out the window, and it's going to take some time to get going again. Now, the Wirral Gospel Partnership churches are fairly diverse, and as everywhere, there are some churches that are faring better than others, and we do have churches that need some help with revitalisation. In contrast, Cornerstone Church Wirral recently planted Rooted Church in Eastham. It's a great joy to us all. And as a partnership, we need to work out how we can be more deliberately supportive of churches at whatever stage of life they're at. Now, Wirral is sometimes referred to as the Insular Peninsula. We also then need to develop a heart for the wider Northwest in the context of the Northwest Gospel Partnership.
Please pray for the Wirral Gospel Partnership as we work to build concrete plans for church revitalisations. Please pray for wisdom and missional passion as we partner to support churches planting churches. Please pray for our events planning to get back on track, leaving the disruptions of the pandemic behind.